some fucking... Oh, that's some hard shit. Whew! Oh, fuck. Oh fuck! Oh, what the fuck happened? What the fuck is going on? Is that me? It kind of looks like me. I have my beard and mohawk back. That's sick. I'm skinnier than I'd like to be. Though. What the fuck just happened? Did I just get fucking isekai'd? Fuck! Okay, maybe if I get this video done I can be unisekai'd. Better make this quick. So you want VR for free. I'm not gonna lie, that was slight clickbait. Wait, before you leave, it is still free depending on how you do it. A lot of it has to do with the equipment you already have and how good you want the experience to be. That being said, if you've never experienced VR, then any configuration you can make will be incredible. Huh? What do you mean, why would they bother with this? The Quest 2 is only $300? How long have I been working on this video? Over a year. Okay, I mean, fuck Facebook though. Wait, they're called Meta now? God, that sounds dystopian. What? Quest 2 is infected with Facebook or Meta. So I think it's still worth making this video. It's also cheaper even if the Quest 2 experience is about 5 times better. That being said, if you end up going with the Quest 2, make sure to hack the fuck out of it and sideload everything. As long as Facebook doesn't get your data, they aren't making money off the Quest 2. It's basically subsidized and they're planning on making money back through app sales and shit like that. So this video is useful if you want to hack together some Fullbody for your Quest. Alright, for the setup I'm using, you'll need a phone and some sort of good cardboard compatible head mount. Something like the Samsung Gear VR. Don't have to go that extravagant though. Xbox 360 Connect. You could use the Expo and Connect, but they cost more. And some Joy-Cons. I had everything except the Connect, so that and the software were my only costs. That was roughly about 80 NZ, give or take. Definitely could have done it cheaper though. I got the New Zealand power adapter / converter. If you go for the EU/US one, it's about half the price. So if you're inside New Zealand, Australia, just go for one of those. Make sure the voltage is correct, obviously, and just use a converter. If you're outside of Australia and New Zealand, then it's going to be cheaper. Not to mention 80 New Zealand is what, fucking 70 US, something like that. So no, way less than that. It's like fucking 50 US. Yeah. So not too bad, honestly. Now for the software you'll need RiftCat and Driver for VR on your desktop and VRRidge on your phone for connecting to RiftCat. There are free alternatives for both. For phone headset software, Phone VR is a free option. It's also open source. I've never actually used it though, haven't got around to trying it. I will in the future, so I can't talk to how well it works, but it's free and open source, so no harm in trying it and getting other software later if it doesn't work out. Driver 4 VR can be substituted for individual pieces of software or Steam VR add-ons, depending on the equipment you're using. The Driver 4 VR supports almost everything, which makes it a lot easier, so paying for that convenience there. Also, because it does everything if you're like using a lot of different shit, it's way more likely to be compatible just across the board. So if you're using different pieces of software to melt together a bunch of different hardware, then you might run into compatibility issues. Okay, and then the last thing to consider is play space. So if you are using the Kinect, or if you want to go with the Kinect, you'll need at least 3-4 meters of distance so it can see your entire body and frame. That distance can be reduced if you prop it up somewhere high and point it down, which was just barely enough for my play space to work, and I was running on about 2.5 meters. Of course, obviously you would have noticed by now that this is not a full-on tutorial. It's kind of an overview of the whole process, so there'll be tutorials and videos in the description to help you out. I would recommend taking the time to consider your environment and situation. Figure out what setup is best for you. Obviously, the equipment you get and the prices of it is going to be different based off of your area, and also what you might already have. You might not have a Switch like I do, but you might have a Wii, so you could use Wiimotes instead, for example. The great thing about this weird hacky side of VR is it's infinitely customizable, so your setup will and should look very different than mine. You can use a PlayStation VR as the base instead of a phone if you happen to have PlayStation VR already. That does work on PC. There are ways to use that. And then, like I said before, Wiimotes instead of Joy-Cons. So yeah, if you don't have Joy-Cons already, or if you happen to have Wiimotes, or even if you don't have Wiimotes, they are way cheaper than Joy-Cons. And webcams and QR codes strapped to your body instead of the Kinect also work pretty well. There's also light-based tracking, so using LEDs and different colored lights to track different parts of your body. And you can do like a 6.4 6 off on your phone tracking system, which I heard works really well. That's actually really solid and gets you close to 5 levels of tracking for like a fraction of the cost. It's actually something I want to try and do. That's for another time though. Some things are going to be a better experience for a lower cost, but they will require more time to get set up properly, a lot more investment. Some things require less effort, but aren't going to be as good of an experience. So basically, it depends on how much time you want to put in and what exact setup you want to go for. If you want to go for simplicity of setup, which I can't blame you for, expect setup that's not going to be as good. But if you've never experienced VR, like I said, it's still going to be incredible. You can also build up a setup over time. Start with just your phone as a headset for either 360 YouTube or 360 videos. Could also use it for driving sims and introduce things as you need them. Use mouse and keyboard or controller for moving around in VR and just in VR chat, and just sit there with a thread-off headset. That goes a long way to increasing immersion just over even desktop mode. Like just existing in the space does a lot for you even without any of the other cracking shit like your hands or full body or anything like that. Hit, use 2 mice at the same time and play Half-Life Alyx like this bad lad. Anyway, on to the showcase.
Streaming to Twitch. In VR. My setup is a Kinect, Joy-Cons, by the way, and my phone.
How can I help?
No.
Oh, okay.
Look at that, I can fucking floss. Yo, if you had to put a price on this VR setup I have, what would you say it cost?
$1,500.
$100.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You want to know how I did it?
As well.
A Connect.
Okay.
Yes, partially.
What should I call you?
I'm also using my phone as a headset and Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons for controllers.
What? Yeah?
Yo, Mystic, right?
This man's out here on X Games mode.
Hey, let's fucking go. Hey, where's the shit? Give it to me. Fuck you. No. What was that way? Come on! Fuck! Bro. Oh, I almost had it. I was so close.
Oh man, he can throw it back too.
Come on! No, fuck! Fuck! Hang on, I'll look at that in a second. I think it's that one? No, fuck, I fucked that up. That way.
Throw it back in real life. We just didn't see it.
Did that do it? Yes! Yes!
Sometimes you just gotta throw it back yourself,
Sometimes you just die an hour thinking.
Do you want VR?
12, yeah.
Fuck yeah, I want VR.
What if I told you you could have VR for the low price of like $60?
What? How? Where?
Phone and it connects.
Shipping?
Yeah, that dude.
It sounds like
Literally use your phone as a
I don't think
headset
that's it.
and then buy a Xbox 360 Connect to track your body. That's what I'm doing right now.
360 Connect and a phone.
Are you serious?
How well
You're
does it
actually
work?
doing that?
Yeah.
How much money is that
No.
though?
Wait, what?
Wait, are you using that right now?
I'm so
Yep.
confused. How do you do that?
A lot of magic.
Bro.
A lot of software magic.
What?
How much does it? How much
It's
is
really
like,
complicated to do, actually.
Thing? The
Yeah, it
Connect?
sounds.
People use
the
it for,
connector was like $12 for me, but then you also
People
need
also
an
use it for
adapter, which is
VR,
like
but it's
10.
kind of like the connector. The
Holy
connector's
shit,
actually
that's
really
cheap
hard
as shit.
tracking. Not the
Yeah.
best anyways.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay.
fucking
I can't-
amazing.
Wait, so you're actually
I just
using a
bought a Vive.
Kinect?
Yep.
Damn it!
Oh my god, a phone, a
I did
Kinect,
not know
and
there was
what?
still-
Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons for the controllers.
Really?
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
proud of
that's
you.
actually-
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That sounds really cool, but yet really complicated, and my little brain.
Yeah,
not
it
comprehend.
It's fucking
Yeah, I guess-
hilarious though,
guess
and it was so much fun to
My
get this
brain
shit
would-
working.
My brain would go
Yeah.
like,
You look very funny when you like move too. Like you're breaking your hips in a nice. Yeah, yeah. It looks
Yeah, it's
amazing.
it's a little
It's
weird.
just working harder
I
than
haven't
a man that
reconfigured
knows
in
how
a
to
while,
dislocate his hips.
recalibrated in a while either, so it's a little weird.
I
So,
thought
yeah.
you were joking.
No, I'm serious. I'm absolutely fucking serious. You think I'm gonna spend like
I have a
1,500 New
Xbox
Zealand
360
dollars on
Connect.
VR? Fuck that. The fuck do you want, eh? Come on, square up, square up. Ah, fuck! I just kicked my fucking wall. Shut up!
Been there, done that.
Oh, I've got a
Gotta turn
question
everything
for
on
you.
now.
How much do you think my VR setup cost me?
What headset do you have?
I mean that would spoil the surprise if I told you that, so just take your wild guess.
Well, if you're asking that, you either have a Vive, which costs like $400 plus tracking, which is $100 each free tracker, or you have an Index. So either you actually have a bank account, or you're fucking poor now because you bought an Index.
Okay, here's the big reveal. All of this only cost me $100.
Oh damn!
He's using the Connect.
Who'd you?
Hey, this guy knows. I'm literally using my phone as a headset.
Yeah, we
Xbox
have-
360 for body
met a bunch of
tracking
people who
and
use the
Switch
Kinect.
controllers for my hands.
As you can see, works pretty well for what it is. If you're going with an understanding of what the experience is like and what the limitations are, it's so fun. It's about knowing what you can and can't do and working around that. While you won't be the next Chris Quits reality with a setup, you can still have some fun moving your body around. Even just having the headset without a body or hands helps a lot for feeling immersed, enjoying VR chat more than desktop mode like I was touching on earlier. Unfortunately, I didn't get time to demo anything else in VR with the setup before having to take it down. I was moving at the time I started making this video, which is partly why it's taken so long. There are a lot of videos of people playing other games with similar setups though, so feel free to check those out. Again, check the description. Obviously, the setup isn't perfect. You get a lot of drift on the Joy-Cons and the phone that you end up constantly recentering. It's just a consequence of gyro-based movement. It's not it's not using any reference point other than something internal. So over time, things drift. The Kinect isn't perfect either. You can't cross any of your body parts or turn around, and sometimes it just won't track you. Fix for that is usually leaving frame and then walking back in my experience. But as you spend time with your setup, you'll get used to the quirks and you can easily work around them. After time with your setup, those little problems become almost unnoticeable. With that out of the way though, this is still an amazing way to experience VR. I've tried actual headsets before and I didn't feel like I was having a significantly worse time compared to that. If you have no other way to experience VR, then you need, I repeat, need to try this. No excuses. It's insane what a bit of jank gets you with enough care and attention.